What's going on? Let's not get crazy.
Oh, man.
This is closer than you want it to be, but hey, it's still a spare.
Reach out and touch me.
Conrad can take an 11-pin lead with a strike right here.
Has he got something going? Yes, he does. That's 4 in a row.
11-pin lead for the game now, but for the series, it's a 9-pin lead.
The win over Douglas Hugh, isn't it interesting? Both of them playing Douglas, the survivor. And that quarterfinal win, of course, made him the #1 seed by virtue of that 224. And so he got a spot in the final, was guaranteed at least the 2,000, wasn't happy with it, and has reason not to be happy.
One gets away from him just enough to make the ball push down the lane and go light. He's hoping for a break, only leaving the 2-pin instead. The 10's with it. Now he must try to slide the 2-pin into the 10 to remain clean through 5 frames. Try.
Nice try, dude. Nice try.
For an open in 5, an 8 count. And a 114 total.
Come on, let's go.
But what a chance now for Ryan Senton.
Carry!
Oh, again, 10.
Come on.
He's making great shots.
Black
5
ringer.
shots in a row. Flush in the 1-3 pocket. Can't ask for much more than that, except for maybe a little bit of carry. He could have easily had the front 5 again.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Making sure we're still awake.
Let's go. Come
We
on.
are, brother. Come on now.
That +2, of course, is the advantage that Ryan Senton carried over from the previous game. It's a 2-game total pin final for the $5,000 first prize. That's better. He got the kick off the sidewall to take out the 10.
Yeah, that's the 6-pin behaving properly right there for a right-hander. Watch it, the 2nd pin. Your far left, it's going to go to the sidewall and do its job. Boy, that, I'll tell you, when you start to see that, that's a really good picture.
And now Conrad Merker with the open in 5 has to start it all again. Now that's a bad break because that pin came off the sidewall but dove in behind.
You got it into that half pocket zone, Vic, and yeah, I mean, a little bit of help, a little bit of pin action could have tripped that 10 out, but it was a little soft entering the 1-3. Conrad needs to start stringing some strikes together. He's trailing by 4 in this match, 6 total. And it could get real expensive if Ryan Senton starts to string strikes together. Remember, he's working on a strike in the 6th. Conrad needs to start stringing them.
Out of his hand. You know, we've seen that from him a lot. Whether he gets stuck on the approach, I'm not sure, but he seems to want to come up very quickly.
This gets a little over aggressive. He looks to the right immediately, almost like something distracted him. And not an easy spare, the 3-6-9-10.
What a great job.
Excellent. Excellent.
Very fair.
Eight-pin lead, could increase it to 18, plus the 2 would be 20, with a strike here for Ryan Senton in the 7th frame.
The 7, the 10, and they were late.
Well, you're going to see some incredible pin action here, man. 7-10 standing up. He's got stuff flying everywhere. 7 goes down, 10 goes down, and he's got a 20-pin lead, looking to increase it to 30 with another strike here in the 8th frame.
So a good catch by Ryan to settle it down, refocus. Oh, he gave it just a little bit of a nudge. Pin off the wall. Head of the pin. A glancing blow.
Getting late in the match here. A spare will give him a 19-pin lead with 2.5 frames to go.
Yes. No fooling around.
Ryan Senton's really picked up his game in the match play portion of this championship. Right now he's bowling at a 227 pace. Conrad Merker can still strike out to shoot 240.
So there you see the difference, the 130, 147 through 6, plus the 2 that he carried in, 19 pins. Oh, come on.
That was a really good shot, Vic. Really good. Under the circumstances and the pressure, he knew that he needs to get some stuff going, and comes out with a great shot, only to leave a ring in 10, and that's got a sting. Little stick, but no harm, no foul. All right, he can still strike out 9th and 10th for 229. Helps to have a good arm swing, keep that ball on line even when you stick.
Responding when it's needed most. Conrad Merker with a strike in 9, and now he'll sit and wait to see what he needs. Yes.
Now, Vic, you know how I like to do math. May I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, first of all, great shot by Ryan right here. But check it out. If Ryan goes spare strike in the 10th frame, he'll shoot 227. If Conrad Merker strikes out, he'll shoot 229. With Ryan's 2 pins,
yeah,
it'll be a tie.
tennis. That shot is enough. That's your winning shot. And a $5,000 delivery was made right there with the 10 trip. How do you like that?
It's a $5,000 messenger right there. He's in the 230s now and can't lose. Spare gives him 236. The best Conrad can shoot, 229. Ryan Senton is your champion.
On a finish, Ryan Senton receives congratulations from Conrad Merker. He'll have to finish it out. But there he is, your champion. Has worked up a sweat and will take home the $5,000. And that's been his problem, just leaving that 10. He had that open in 5, which undid him after 4 strikes to stop the count, and then he really couldn't get it going again. He had 3 straight spares.
Well, he went ring and 10 in the 8th on that right lane, and then another one here in the 10th frame, and that's what stopped him dead in his tracks, because you can't string strikes together if you can't carry on one lane.
That's the way to finish it up for Conrad Merker from Brantford. But it's going to be 23-year-old Ryan Senton from Mississauga, Ontario, who receives congratulations from some of the other bowlers, his family, his friends. He is the TSN Classic Bowl Championship. Congratulations, Ryan Senton, as he bowls a 236. It's been a wonderful TSN Classic Bowl Championship for Ryan Senton of Mississauga, from that near perfect game to a win over Conrad Merker in the championship final. He is the winner of the Classic Bowl Championship, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations as well on a great performance by Conrad Merker, coming in as the #1 seed, but taken out by you. You really appeared to have it dialed in, and were able to bring it from that near perfect game.
Yeah. I struggled with a bit of my first game at the very beginning, and I made a bad ball change, and then I switched back to a previous ball I'd used earlier in the tournament, and that was the turning point for me.
Randy?
Ryan, you averaged kind of in the low 200s for qualifying to get into the top 24. But once you got to match play, I mean, you took your game to a whole nother level, averaging almost 230. What changed?
Right, it was honestly the pattern out there. I mean, in qualifying, it was a very, very tough pattern. Not a lot of room for error. It was a very tight old pattern, but it seemed to be opened up during match play, and when I get a little room right, that's where I tend to succeed.
And when you had a chance to shoot 300, what were your thoughts stepping up into the 10th frame?
I just said be calm, stay cool, and just do what you've been doing.
It was fun to watch, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It was a remarkable performance. Former Canadian Player of the Year, Ryan Senton. And with a performance like this comes this, a check for $5,000 as the winner of the TSN Classic Bowl Championship. Again, we wish you the very best.
Great, thank you very much.
Congratulations to Ryan Senton. He is our big winner and will take home $5,000. It goes goes without saying it was an impressive performance the entire tournament by 23-year-old Ryan Senton of Mississauga, Ontario, as he wins the TSN Classic Bowl Championship. And you know, right now he prefers to, at his age to remain an amateur, play for his country. You see, though, if he ever decided to turn professional, do you see a pro career for him?
I do, and I'll tell you why. It's the mental makeup. You know, it's the moxie. It's what he brought to the table when the pressure was at its highest.
Yeah.
And, you know, he never folded under pressure. He almost bowled 300. I mean, when match play started in this event, he really took it to another level.
Well, you know what? And it wasn't necessarily an easy road for him. He came in after the 8-game qualifying as the number 12 seed. And then, as you say, look at the scores, a 222. Then the near perfect game. And then again, 445 total in the final against Conrad Merker. So, yeah, he had his game in shape. Let's talk a little about what you've seen as our PBA expert, as our 13-time winner, the kind of talent you've seen over the course of the tournament.
There's great talent in Canada, and I think the biggest issue we have in our sport is that the folks at home that are watching, they really don't realize just how demanding and difficult this oil pattern is. But I saw a lot of great games, and Canada's got a great future in the sport of bowling. I see a lot of Canadian bowlers at the U.S. Open year in and year out, and it's just a matter of time before there's a Canadian champion on the PBA Tour.
Randy, it's been a pleasure, sir. I've admired and watched you for a long time. It's nice to share some hours with you.
Thank you very much.
And wish you all the very best.
The pleasure has been all mine, Vic. Thank you.
And now, on behalf of Randy Peterson and our entire crew, a sincere thanks to everyone here at Classic Bowl, and thank you for joining us over the course of this tournament. And so until we talk with you again next time, the TSN Classic Bowl Championship, the very best in bowling in Canada, is right here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.